The number one question I hear from beginners is, what niche should I sell in? And honestly, I get the dilemma. There are a million directions you could go. That's why in this video, I'm saving you hours of trial and error by breaking down the top 10 most profitable niches for digital products. And this comes from years of experience. Trust me, I have spent thousands of hours digging through every niche. I've even gone so far as researching digital products for funerals. So believe me when I say, I've seen them all. This will always be at the very top of my list because it's actually one of my niches and I've seen the demand here firsthand. I've built my own shop around this and it's been one of the most consistent revenue drivers. The reason this category is so profitable is simple. You're selling B2B, business to business, which means you're creating products for other business owners. And unlike regular customers who might hesitate to spend $10 on a template, business owners see these things as an investment. If a template saves them time, helps them look more professional, or makes them money, they're willing to pay more. And they'll usually come back for more as their business grows. That's why B2B is one of the most reliable niches you can get into. One of the things I personally love about business templates is that there are so many directions you can take. You could create templates for coaches, for freelancers, content creators, photographers, event planners, and the list goes on. Every type of business needs resources, and that gives you the flexibility to either niche down into one audience or expand into several different markets. Now, there are so many product examples I could give in every niche, but to make it easier for you, I'll just put them up on screen. Feel free to pause the video and take a screenshot if you want a list of sample products you can start creating. Educational and academic tools is another niche that does really well on Etsy. The demand here is consistent because there will always be students, teachers, and parents looking for resources to make learning easier. And just like business owners, educators are often willing to invest in tools that save them time and make lessons more engaging. Parents, especially homeschoolers, also love these products because they provide structure and support for their kids' learning. What makes this niche profitable is that it covers such a wide range of audiences, from teachers creating lesson plans, to college students managing their study schedules, to parents who want fun and interactive ways to keep their kids on track. That means you can go broad or niche down into one group and still do really well. Here are samples of products you can create. Decorative prints and wall art is hands down one of the most popular digital product niches on Etsy. The reason this niche works so well is because people are constantly decorating their homes, their offices, even their kids' room. And instead of buying expensive framed art, more and more buyers are choosing instant downloads they can print at home or order through a print shop. What makes this niche so profitable is that it appeals to a huge audience. Some buyers are looking for minimalist or modern designs, others want playful and colorful prints for nurseries, and some just want motivational quotes to hang in their home office. You can go broad and create collections or really niche down into a specific style like boho, vintage, or abstract. Here are sample products you can create. One of the platforms I recommend for creating wall art is Kittl. It's packed with unique fonts, textures, and elements that instantly elevate your work. Every time I open my dashboard, I am amazed at what creators are making. Something I personally love is that you can actually learn from other artists' techniques. So sometimes I'll click into a template just to see how the designer built it, and I end up picking up new tricks I can use in my own work. For example, I really like this template right here. This design is next level. If I click through the layers on the left side, I can see exactly what the artist used to build this design. Here I can see all the textures, fonts, and elements they layered in. In this design, the artist used Kittl's vector tool suite. It basically gives you full control over your graphics. So if I click on the scorpion and zoom in, you'll see it's made up of nodes and handles that I can adjust however I want. I could refine the shape, tweak the details, or even turn it into entirely something new. Now, I used all of those techniques as inspiration and created my own version of this wall art, but with a personal twist to honor my Filipino heritage. To finish things off, I'm going to use Kittl Flows to generate a mock-up photo. With Nano Banana now powering their smart boards, it's 10 times faster and reliably consistent. I'll type in a quick prompt, and just like that, the mock-up's ready and the design stayed completely intact. How cool is that? If you want to try creating your own wall art and mock-up photos, you can use Kittl for free to explore all these tools yourself. If you decide to upgrade, I also have a discount for you. You can use my code YaleYT for 25% off your first month on any Kittl plan as a new user. I'll leave the link in the description box so you can check it out. Financial planning tools is another niche that consistently does well on Etsy because, let's be real, everyone needs help managing their money. And unlike trend-based products, finance tools are evergreen. People need them year-round, and buyers often return when they hit a new life stage or financial goal. What makes this niche so profitable is the mix of practicality and emotion. Money can feel overwhelming for a lot of people, so if you create tools that make finances simple and less stressful, buyers see that as a huge value. It's not just a printable or a spreadsheet, it's a resource that gives them peace of mind and control over their lives. And that's something people are always willing to pay for. Here are sample products. Self-development and wellness is one of the biggest niches on Etsy, and it mostly revolves around planners and journals. Now, I'll be honest with you, this niche is very saturated. You'll find thousands of listings for planners if you search right now. But here's the catch. It still sells really well if you can find the right angle. So instead of making another generic planner that people can already create in Canva for free, the way to stand out is to go very specific. For example, ADHD-friendly planners are huge right now because they're designed for people who struggle with traditional layouts. Shadow work journals are another good example. They appeal to a more spiritual or self-reflection focused audience. Here are sample products you can create. Event and wedding templates is another huge niche on Etsy. People are always planning birthdays, showers, graduations, and of course, weddings. And they want everything to feel special and cohesive. The best part about selling in this niche is that your products aren't just pretty designs. They're part of someone's big life milestone, which means customers are often willing to spend more for nice templates. What makes this niche so profitable is that it touches on two things buyers care about most: saving time and making a good impression. Not everyone has the budget for a full event planner or custom designer, but they still want their celebration to look curated and intentional. That's where digital templates come in. You give them something beautiful, customizable, and affordable while still keeping the high perceived value. One of my favorite things about this niche is that once you design one product, you can easily turn it into a full bundle. For example, one wedding invitation design could be expanded into menus, seating charts, thank you cards, and now you've got a bundle that sells for way more than just one template. Here are sample products you can create. Real estate and property management is a niche that most Etsy sellers overlook, but it's actually one of the most profitable because the audience here is business owners, realtors, Airbnb hosts, and property managers. And just like with other B2B niches, these customers see templates as investments. If something makes their listing look more professional, helps them communicate better with clients, or improves the guest experience, they're more than willing to pay for it. What makes this niche stand out is that it's tied to industries where presentation is everything. Realtors need beautiful marketing materials to attract buyers. Airbnb hosts need resources to make their property stand out and get good reviews. That's where your digital products come in. You're giving them tools that solve real problems and, in a lot of cases, directly help them make money. Here are sample products you can create. Career and resume kits is another evergreen niche on Etsy because no matter the economy, people will always be applying for jobs, internships, or freelance gigs. The audience here is very broad, from students just entering the workforce to professionals who want to upgrade their CVs, all the way to creatives who need polished portfolios. What makes this niche profitable is the emotional side of it. Job hunting can be stressful, and buyers want every advantage they can get. A well-designed resume template or portfolio kit doesn't just save them time, it gives them confidence and makes them feel more prepared. That's a huge selling point because people are often willing to spend more when the product is directly tied to something as important as their career. Here are sample products you can create. Fitness and nutrition planning is a niche that does really well on Etsy because health is one of those evergreen markets. People are always trying to get healthier, track their workouts, or improve their eating habits. What makes this niche profitable is that it appeals to a really broad audience, from gym enthusiasts and athletes to people who just want to stay on top of their day-to-day routines. The demand here is strong because fitness and nutrition are tied to personal goals. Buyers are often motivated by big milestones, starting a new year, getting ready for summer, or recovering from a lifestyle change. And when people are motivated, they're willing to spend money on tools that help them stay accountable. That's why planners and trackers in this space can sell consistently year-round, with seasonal spikes around January because, new year, new me. Here are sample products you can create. Travel planning and itineraries is such a fun niche, but what a lot of people don't realize is that it's not just for everyday travelers, it's also a really strong B2B niche. Of course, there are plenty of customers who want tools to organize their own vacations, but some of the biggest buyers in this space are actually travel agents, group trip organizers, or coaches who run retreats. And that's where the real money is. What makes this niche so profitable is the flexibility. On the B2C side, you're helping people plan dream vacations, keep their trips organized, and stick to their budgets. On the B2B side, you're creating products that travel agents or retreat organizers can use with their own clients, which means they often buy in bulk or look for professional, customizable templates they can reuse over and over again. That combination of personal and business demand makes this niche stand out on Etsy. So here are sample products you can create. And here's the best part. Every single niche I just walked you through is already inside the vault. If you haven't heard it yet, the vault is a library of over 1,000 done-for-you resellable digital products that I've personally designed. They cover all the profitable niches we just talked about. So instead of starting from scratch, you get instant access to proven products you can customize, rebrand, and sell as your own. It's like skipping months of trial and error and jumping straight to selling products that are already in demand. I'll leave the link down below if you're interested. And if you want to start designing your own digital products, I recommend trying out Kittl. Their tools are incredible for creating professional-looking products. Plus, you can use my code YaleYT to get 25% off your first month on any Kittl plan if you're a new user. I'll leave the link down below as well. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It really, really helps my channel. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!